What's up, pilots? Pilot 83 here. So with the release of SC Design's F-16, many have asked me, can I please get a video out on showing some of the basics of working the plane, from the autopilot to the DED system. So I'm going to do a few videos on this, but this first video is going to be focused on the autopilot and making a flight plan and maybe a couple extra features. So let's get to it. This way, y'all, if y'all choose to use this plane tomorrow in the group flight, you will be able to. So first, not what I meant to do. If we come in right here, if we had a flight plan already set up from the world map, this is where it would be showing right now, right here. But right now we don't. We are just out here on the runway, ready to take off, ready to do the shebang. So let's start with this here, the DED. So this is not a real DED that the F-16 has. This is SC Design's own little version of it that's made to kind of look like it. But it's actually pretty neat. It's real easy to use. It works like an airliner FMS system, basically. So I'll go more into this later on, but at the moment I'm just going to show you how to get from point A to point B easily in this plane and all that good stuff. So let's do it. So right here in the middle of our screen, we got menu, shift, and IP. Your menu is display direct to page. Shift is display initialization page in it, you could say, and then IP is display data page. So what we need to do is let's click menu, and now you'll see waypoints, direct to, all that stuff is all empty right now because I have nothing set. So come back over here, click shift. Now we have from and to, flight number, cruise at altitude, cost index, the init page. So what we'll do is we want to get from A to B. So right now I'm at Tallahassee. I'm at KTLH. So let's go ahead. We will use these keys just like an old cell phone. You'll click it the amount of times to get to that number. Alright, so let's get that started. So what is it, Kilo Tango Lima Hotel? Okay, so let's go to Kilo, and I am not sure how you can move to the next letter, or if it's all the same number without having to hit a period and backspace. So if someone knows a way around that, please let me know. Okay. Well, I'm already on the wrong thing. We're right here. Okay, KTLH. Alright, just like that. We'll do the /. So we'll hit this twice, and then where we're going. So I'm going to just say Pensacola. So put K P N S. Now it's going to look just like this. Oop. Over here is our buttons, L1 through 6. Over here is R1 through 6, so left and right. So we'll just click R1. It'll populate up there. We will see a flight path appear in just a moment. Flight plan takes it a minute. There it is. Boom. Straight ahead. So it's right here, KLTH, Pensacola, and then we can do some neat little features if we like. We can come down here, we could actually change our flight number within the plane, so we could just say whatever we want to. Really, we could just say 459. We could just hit flight number. You could change your flight number. Cost of deck, so our weight. So this is not something you really have to know right now. I don't believe this actually affects the plane in the sim at the moment, or in this plane, but we could say 200. I think would be a good fair weight, but all right. And that is 5. All right, so now we got L6, cruising altitude. So it's going to be FL. So it's going to be 3 digits. So if it's like 20,000, it's going to be 200. If it's 15,000, it'll be 150. If it's under 10,000, it's going to be like, say it was 5,000, it's going to be like 050, for example, which we're already at 5,000. But let's say we want to do 10,000, we would just do 1 0. Got to do this again. 0. And there we go. 10,000 feet. It also tells you the temperature. All right. And then let's see what else. Okay, all good. So that's already loaded in. So from that point there, a couple other things you could do. We can go back to menu for one. We can see our now flight plan. This is just a straight to direct GPS flight path from Tallahassee to Pensacola. We can go down here to this magical button called data right here, display flight plan page. Click this. Then you can use this here to go down. But we can go to where we're leaving from. So I need to go up. Go up 1. There we go. So you could go to there, and you could go to departures. You could choose the runway that you're leaving from if you wanted to do that. There we go. All right, facing the wall there. So I could choose. We're leave it 27. You could set up your SIDs if you want to do all that. Runway 27 is now there. Okay. See how this is all changed. We could go back to data. Go to destination. Go to arrivals. It would choose a runway we wanted to do. So whatever we wanted to do ILS 17. Approach, we could do like Pincy. I know that's what I do over there. There you go. And then you could do your standard terminal arrival route and all that good stuff. But we're not going to get too deep into that, but you could do all that. So we can go back to this here. Now we see waypoints. And we could go down to the end of our flight plan and all that good stuff. So pretty neat. We can go up here, see our destination, Pensacola, 147.7 miles away. Oh, I need to choose Pincy. There we go. Now it's set up. There we go. And now we got destination Pensacola down there, where our approach is going to start Pennsy, which we'll see right up here, 153.7 miles away. Okay, and if we go over here, this is where our range key is, range button. You got to hold it down and scroll with your mouse. Get way out, we can see how kind of get a view of it way out there. But yeah, so just like that. So let's go ahead and now go over the autopilot, MFD, and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and get in the air, and then we will go from there. All right, guys. See y'all in just a moment. All right, guys. So we're back. We're rising up right now. We just left the runway. Our altitude hold mode is on, which you'll see it in a couple places. You'll see it here and all that. You'll even see it over here. So, but all right. So we're gonna turn autopilot on. We got 5,000 feet right there is our hold. So we'll go ahead and go over some things real quick. So it's a little odd, but in this plane, but because there's some buttons that do the same exact thing in the setup, but it's still neat. So we got basically two autopilot panels. We got the one right here, which has our autopilot on and off, altitude hold, your heading select, arm auto throttle, approach mode, back course mode, and then over here we have this other little switch that'll do altitude hold, autopilot off, pitch. We got engage selected heading mode here as well. So first, let's go ahead and go over. Let's go over the MFD right here. So this here, once we have our autopilot on and we're trying to control some things and all that good stuff. So right here, increase selected altitude. It will increase it by increments of 100. In the middle, you have turn altitude hold mode on or off. So if you want to hold your altitude again, another way you could do it right there. And then we have decrease selected altitude. So we go ahead and come right here. See it increasing. We go ahead and increase a little bit and we'll start rising up. All right, we have engaged manage speed mode. We have FLIR. We're not going to worry about that today. We have increase selected airspeed, turn off indicate turn on or off indicate airspeed, and then we have decrease your selected airspeed. So we can go to, well, first you have to come down here, arm auto throttle, then turn on there we go, turn on your indicated airspeed. Now start increasing it, and the faster you click this, the faster it rises. Just like that. And then we can, oh sorry, wrong button. Then we can go to decrease. So like I said, gotta learn where all these buttons are at here. You get a little confusing. So I'm going to go ahead and just slow her down here. Oh, not that slow. All right. And then what else we got? Down here we got our localizer mode, approach mode, back course mode, set heading to VS mode. Don't worry about that. We can turn on flight director if we want to. And then over here, this doesn't work. We have enable automatic ground collision avoidance system. So GCAS, always good to have on. Turn on your FLC mode. All right, and then we have. I'm trying to stay kind of close to my course here before we get on that. But anyway, vertical speed. So you decrease, then turn on or off, and then increase. So decrease, increase, turn on and off. So to do that, simple. Turn it on. See this little white box right here. Click up, you start seeing it go up like that. And when you hit it down, it'll start going back down. So real simple. That's how you work all that. Real fun stuff. Alright, so now let's go over to the other side. Slow down a little bit here. Alright, so now let's back away from that. Here we are. Let's level this plane on off. There we go. Okay, so now let's go over here. So we'll go over some of this. Not going to go over all of this yet. So like I said, I will keep this beginner and basic for now, just to get you all ready. And then we'll go over some more complex things. So we have turn yaw damper on. So we're not going to turn that on if we're below 6,000 feet or in approach mode. We will not touch that. We have recenter CDI. I'll show you all that in a minute. Of course, to current headings. If you got a heading selected, turn heading select on, engage that heading, or engage manage heading mode. So I already showed y'all this is the range here. Increase radio altitude reference and radio display. We're not going to worry about that. This is decrease that. We're not going to worry about that today. This is our VOR display. If we want to turn the information on or off. Display diff info 1. VOR info. We could turn our brightness up and down just like that. Terrain display. See the terrain right here? See the water right there, the coast. We got a weather radar right here. If there was any weather radar, if there was any weather to be seen. Turn on VR, DLME, TACAN info display. I'm not going to go over that yet. Alright, right here we have switch to nav or GPS mode. To nav, so you got that. And then if you want to follow your flight course that you have set up, your flight plan, turn on LNAV, just like that. And now the plane is going to intercept the flight plan that you have put in. Now if you put a flight plan in the world map, you could just turn on your autopilot and hit that LNAV right here, and it would do the same exact thing. But guys, do be cautious in this plane because this plane banks very steeply. But yeah, so the LNAV there, that will get you to your course. So we're gonna go ahead and let her get us on course real fast, so that y'all see how that works. yeah, you want to watch your altitude if you're kind of low, because like I said, yeah, this plane banks hard. Kind of like the F-14 does. It overbanks. The update's supposed to fix that. You'll lose a lot of altitude and banks in this plane in autopilot. But see, now she's lining up just fine though with our flight plan that we set up right here in the DED. So now we're letting the plane manage its own throttle by clicking that. So if you just click auto throttle, it'll manage its own speed, and you'll see what it's doing up here. And the other one, the IS, the indicated airspeed, that's how you control your own speed, but you have to have this on, then turn that on to do that. But you see now we are following the flight path just fine, no issue there whatsoever. It's right here. So if we want to set this, our CDI, set this back to the correct course in the direction we're heading, go over here to recenter CDI, and boom. And we got that right on. Alright, so that is great. That's what that does. What else can I show you? Heading. So turn that off. Heading set, CDI right there, course set. So you go your heading here. You can set a heading. You see the yellow heading line up there. Man, we got here quick. There's already Pensy right there. Plane is fast. But do that, and then we could just, I believe we just do it up here as well. Yeah, so it flips that on too. Let's get a little more of a steeper angle here. Oh, it's us squash us current heading, okay. Come on, baby. Flip. There we go. And that's how we follow a heading. We now see our flight plan changing. We'll get that back off. Turn heading off. Go back to LNAV mode. Now our plane's going to try to get back on course. This plane is not going to make that turn unless we slow way down. But I just want to show y'all all that, guys. Show y'all how all that works. You get this plane to follow the flight plan. I'll set up a simple flight plan. As always, guys, I am Pilot 83. I hope this video was very helpful. I will have some much more helpful videos coming out for y'all to show y'all some really cool stuff this plane can do. Hope to see all y'all my group flight tomorrow. As y'all see, we already have our magenta diamonds for ILS popping up for this plane. So I will be showing y'all how to do that as well in another video coming out this week. Or I should say next week, because tomorrow is Sunday. But until next time, guys, I am Pilot 83. See y'all in the air, guys. Fly together, stand together. Can't wait to fly with all y'all tomorrow. Good night. If you made it this far, thank you so much. If you like this video and you feel like I earned your subscription, please hit that subscribe button and that like button so you don't miss out. Until next time, guys, see you in the air.